Have you ever been in a situation where you felt you were not a priority for others? Have you ever experienced a life filled with one-sided relationships and friendships, where you're always the one who cares more? I understand this is a pretty terrible feeling. Unfortunately, even when you make yourself available to others, share everything, and make them the center of your life, people may not notice or may choose to pretend not to notice your true worth. In fact, if you keep trying to please those who don't acknowledge your deserving efforts, may leave you feeling disheartened, and reversing this situation can prove to be quite challenging. It's undoubtedly an unpleasant feeling, and what's even worse is when it's someone close to you, such as a family member, partner, or friend, who makes you feel that way. In Buddhism, a valuable teaching for everyone is to let go of expecting recognition from others, understanding that it's beyond our control, and acknowledging that such recognition may not always come our way. Therefore, waiting for it is a recipe for frustration, so it's better not to expect it. But what if I told you there are methods to become a priority in someone's life? In fact, if you understand and apply what we're about to show you, it becomes possible and easy. There are 7 steps that can help you stay at the top of someone's list. By following these steps, you'll be able to ensure that the person you care about feels that you're always a priority in their life. Now that you know the problem, let's change how you do things by learning the solution. So let's begin. The first step is to create the fear of losing you. Ever wondered how to make someone truly value your presence in their life? The first step is a subtle yet powerful technique: avoiding the grasp of emotions. This creates a fear of loss, the most powerful psychological techniques that make you a top priority. People are often more motivated by the fear of losing something than the prospect of gaining it. The idea is to remain engaged and connected in relationships, but without becoming overly attached or identified with emotional experiences. This approach aligns with the Buddhist teaching of impermanence and the understanding that clinging to emotions can lead to suffering. To make this happen, start by keeping a bit of distance emotionally. Share fewer deep feelings and secrets with them, and spend time with other people too. This will make them feel like they're not as important to you as before. However, it's important not to distance yourself too much, as it might lead others to give up on trying to win you. Finding the perfect balance is key, so you must use this technique wisely and in balance. The second step is to avoid always being available. The second step involves understanding the wisdom of balance and mindful availability in relationships. Instead of being constantly available, which can lead to expectations and potential taking for granted, Buddhism encourages a thoughtful approach. It recognizes the importance of personal boundaries and self-care in fostering healthy connections. This concept aligns with the Buddhist principle of non-attachment, advocating for a detachment from the constant need for external validation or dependence on others. If you find yourself consistently adapting and accommodating others, it's time to prioritize yourself. Conveying the message that you have a life beyond them and aren't merely waiting around enhances the value they place on your presence. This doesn't imply isolation or neglect of others. Rather, it emphasizes the importance of maintaining well-being and individuality, encouraging you to prioritize yourself. The third step is to establish healthy boundaries. Creating clear boundaries in a relationship means figuring out what's okay and not okay with you, and then talking about it with the other person if you aspire to be a priority in someone's life. It's like setting some ground rules to make sure both of you feel comfortable and happy. The Buddha once shared, "In the garden of relationships, tend to the boundaries of your own well-being. Just as a gardener nurtures each plant with care, cultivate awareness of your needs. Communicate these needs with kindness, for in setting clear boundaries, you create a sanctuary for your spirit. Respecting your own needs means understanding what you need to feel good and making sure those needs are considered. It's about knowing yourself and letting the other person know what's important to you. Effective communication is like sharing your thoughts and feelings in a way that makes sense to both of you. It's not just about talking, but making sure the other person really understands how you feel. Healthy boundaries bring a sense of balance to the relationship. Imagine a seesaw. It works best when both sides are equally balanced, reflecting the middle path recommended by the Buddha. In a relationship, that balance means both people feel secure and respected. It's like making sure nobody feels overwhelmed or ignored. The fourth step is to let them invest in you. Ever wondered who sees you as a priority? Someone who has invested in you or someone who hasn't? The answer is clear, and if you're looking to become a priority in someone's life, the key lies in letting them invest in you. Discover how this subtle yet powerful strategy can transform your connections and make you the valued challenge others can't help but prioritize. In the teachings of Buddhism, if you want someone to think you're important, it's like inviting them to be a part of your life. You can do this in different ways. For instance, when they want to spend time with you, don't always say yes, especially if you have other plans. Show that your time is important by not always being ready to hang out. Sometimes, make them wait a bit before you give them attention. This way of behaving tells them that you're not just like everyone else, and they have to try a bit harder to be close to you. It's like creating a little challenge for them. This technique can make them see you as someone special and start putting in more effort to be a part of your life. Just remember not to do it too much, or it might not work as you want. Keep it balanced, and your relationships will be positive and caring. The fifth step involves maintaining a sense of mystery. People are generally drawn to the mysterious and find fascination in the unknown, a sentiment that resonates with the teachings of Buddhism. Cultivating a sense of mystery can be a beneficial practice, especially if you want to be seen as a priority in the eyes of others. In the spirit of Buddhist teachings, refrain from divulging everything about yourself immediately. Instead, gently share hints about your hobbies and interests without overwhelming details. Answer questions with a sense of openness, yet avoid delving too deeply into your past. The aim is to keep others intrigued, fostering a gradual understanding and connection over time. They will begin to see you as a priority in their lives. The sixth step is to nurture your independence. Ever wondered how to become the center of someone's world? Try nurturing your independence. It's like a secret ingredient for creating stronger bonds. Discover how personal growth and doing things you love outside of your relationships can make you a more well-rounded and happy person. The teachings of Buddha emphasize that this journey isn't just about you. It's also about building respect and turning regular connections into something really special. To nurture independence and strengthen your connections, dedicate time to personal growth and pursue your passions outside of your relationships. This journey transforms you into a well-rounded individual, bringing a unique and fulfilling life to the table, fostering mutual respect and turning ordinary connections into something extraordinary. This isn't just about independence, it's about becoming the person they can't help but prioritize. The last step is the willingness to walk away. Ever grappled with the idea of walking away from someone you deeply care about? It might sound frightening, but within the teachings lies a powerful principle: walking away as a key to becoming a priority. Contemplate the challenging notion of stepping away from someone dear to your heart, a concept rooted in Buddhism's profound wisdom. By fearlessly signaling your readiness to walk away, You communicate that settling for anything less than you deserve is not an option. If you've exhausted all efforts and still find yourself not prioritized, it could be time for this transformative step. It's not about breaking up, it's about taking a thoughtful pause to reassess your relationship. And it's not about ending the connection. Rather, it's a mindful pause to reassess the relationship. In the face of potential loss, the teachings inspire us to recognize the depth of our connections, encouraging the necessary changes to preserve those we hold dear in our lives. Navigating the dynamics of becoming a priority in someone's life involves a blend of wisdom from Buddhism and practical, thoughtful actions. It's an art of self-discovery, relationship cultivation, and understanding the delicate balance required. The lesson is not about manipulating others, but rather about fostering healthy connections that bring mutual respect, understanding, and fulfillment. By embracing these steps, you embark on a journey of self-prioritization, creating bonds that go beyond ordinary connections, making you a cherished and valued presence in the lives of those you care about. Remember, it's about finding that sweet spot where you remain a sought-after connection without creating an emotional distance that others might find challenging to bridge. So let these teachings guide you towards building meaningful, fulfilling relationships where you are not just a part, but a priority. If you have gained value from this video, give it a like and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.